This is a warning sign for crypto, yet it could get better very soon. Okay, welcome back to the Crypto Astro channel, bringing a radical, innovative new approach to crypto analysis, combining technical analysis with astrology. But none of this content is financial or investment advice. This content is intended for educational purposes only. So we look at Bitcoin chart here. I've been talking about this. It's been following this global liquidity index chart that is offset for 70 or so days to line it up with Bitcoin, and it lines up so closely to the price action. When the line goes up, we get somewhat of a pump with Bitcoin. I was wondering about this one. You know, the line went up from February 9th to about the 16th. Bitcoin traded sideways, but other coins such as XRP got a bit more of a pump there. You could see it a bit more clearly here. Whereas other coins like Solana just continued to fall down. All right. But the interesting thing is, as we head further, it's downhill from here all the way to March 31st. So huge, huge warning sign. And additionally, if we look at the daily exchange volume, it is just ever since, you know, November, after President Donald Trump was inaugurated, it's been going down and down and down. It tried to get back up, but it just is falling off a cliff now. And it's falling below 46 billion there. And that's lower than even what we had, let's see, that's lower than even what we had in April of last year. So it's not looking so good. After April, we traded sideways for months and months and months. Now, I'm not saying that has to happen again, but so far in the immediate future, the immediate moment right now, it's not looking good. We want to see this start working its way back up. Still haven't seen that. It's one of the reasons I'm mostly out of the market in cash right now. We look at the liquidations. We reload this page. It shows in the top left corner, 24-hour exchange volumes going down, continuing to go down. Really not good because it's already pretty low. It's only 145 billion. But if we look at the 24-hour long versus short, we're almost at 50% longs versus shorts. When that balances out, that can show that the market is ready for its next move, whether it's up or down. It's interesting there. If we look at, well, actually, I want to look at the weekly charts. And let's look at the weekly close for Bitcoin. Weekly close was not so great. It was at 96. I believe that's below the 50%. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's below the 50% level. That's below this green line right here. Well below it. That's not good. So still in a weak position. And if we look at the Stochastic RSI, interesting that we're almost bottoming out. We're almost at zero. We're at, right here, the blue line is at 1.21. So if we do get a Stochastic RSI cross, kind of like we got in August, September of 2023, a couple of years ago, when Bitcoin broke out from like 28,000 and went all the way up to 75, holy moly. If we got a Stochastic cross up, that would be our saving grace, and we could really recover from here. But we could also get fake outs like we got in May, June, July of last year, where it went up and then went down and went up and then down, and it got multiple fake outs. So we want to keep an eye out for fake outs, but so many cryptos are potentially bottoming out. Ethereum's possibly almost bottoming out on the weekly Stochastic RSI. Solana is potentially almost bottoming out. XRP still has some room to go before it bottoms out. Cardano, Sui, let's see. Oh, Sui is potentially crossing back up, but it could also be a fake out. We still need to wait for confirmation there. Jupiter's, like, it could happen like this. Like Jupiter got close to bottoming out, then it went back up, and now that was a fake out, so now it's going back down. Okay. And if we look at like the 2-week close, oh, it looks like we just got the 2-week close. That's nice. So the 2-week, still not good. It was at 95, but then the 2-week stochastic RSI is going down for Bitcoin. It's going down for Ethereum, down for Solana, down for XRP, down for just about everything. All right, so we all know the momentum is kind of falling off a cliff right now. Things are not looking great for the bulls. For those that are courageous to short the market, I don't know. But the market's just been going sideways, so can't give any recommendations. Just trading sideways. It's real exciting times these days. Okay. Let's look quickly at the astrology. That's what we do on this channel. And we are stacked in Pisces. We have the Sun, Mercury, Saturn, North Node, and Neptune all in Pisces. Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, so Neptune kind of is ruling this area. So Neptune's dominating. It's Pisces is a water sign, and Neptune can bring massive deception and illusions. So what type of illusions are we seeing in crypto? Maybe it's the bulls who are thinking that we're going to go to the moon, thinking that we're going to get an altcoin run. I think a lot of us are guilty of that, and we did not get that yet. The good news is we do have the North Node there, so a slight positive. At least it's not the South Node, which can be the dumpster of the astrology chart. We do have that North Node there. But things can take time. We have Saturn in Pisces. We have Mercury in Pisces squaring Jupiter in Gemini. So not great for trading. We don't want to get overly optimistic during these times. Jupiter has that pattern of being over optimistic. And the fact that it's getting that hard square to Mercury, the planet of trading, is not good for trading for the next few days. Yeah. And then later on, let's see, the Sun is going to then square Jupiter a little bit later. Oh, but also February 27th, we get Mercury sextiling the Uranus on the 27th. That's a bit more positive for trading. And then the moon comes around. The moon's going to square Jupiter on the 28th. And eventually the sun is going to square Jupiter on March 2nd. So, yeah, really, really not a good time to be overly optimistic. We got to really keep ourselves in check. As I was showing that global liquidity line, things are really going downhill. If Bitcoin and crypto continues to follow this, I mean, look at how accurate this has been. When we get an uptrend, you see the yellow line goes up, we get a green bar for Bitcoin. The yellow line goes down, we get a red bar. The yellow line goes up, we get a green bar. Goes down, we get a red bar. Yellow line goes up, we get green. It goes up again, we get a green. It stalls out, we get a red. It goes down, we get a red. Down, we get a red. It goes up, we get a green. It goes up, we get a green. So it looks like tomorrow we could get a red day. Next 2 days, February 22nd, 23rd, could be sideways, and then down, 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 down. Slight up on the 6th. That's it, though. And then sideways, down, 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 all the way through March. Maybe a tiny rebound at after this total lunar eclipse, if we're lucky. A little bit up there and then down, and then it finally bottoms out around March 30th, March 31st before it heads up again. So, I mean, the fact that Bitcoin's been following this so closely ever since the Bitcoin ETFs were launched, I am just going to continue to follow this line as it's been very, very accurate. And when we find something that works, We don't want to stray away from it for too long. And then if it's lining up also with the daily exchange volume where this is going down as well, and also the total lunar eclipse cycles, where every time we get this lunar eclipse, this blue line here, crypto historically has gotten a dump. If we zoom out, we look at every time we get the blue lines, crypto dumps, blue line, crypto dumps, blue line, crypto dumps, blue line, crypto dumps, blue line, crypto dumps. So huge concern with this total lunar eclipse coming up on March 14th. Just to add to all those indicators that are already showing a downtrend, good news is perhaps there could be a rebound after that, but that's definitely not guaranteed. And historically, at least with the total lunar eclipses, typically we do not get much of a rebound. But who knows? Maybe there could be some positive price action in the future. I think a lot's going to happen in March. A lot of the planets are stacked in Pisces. This can bring losses. But then, if we go through March, then Neptune goes into Aries at really March 31st, right when the global liquidity index bottoms. And Neptune going into Aries can signify new beginnings, major new beginnings, a major shift in a new direction. It's tough to say if it's positive or negative, but it could have a lot to do with the decisions that authorities make regarding the Trump administration, central bankers, all those wonderful authorities out there, as Aries is a cardinal sign, and it can bring major new beginnings, new decisions with the authorities out there, the leaders. All right, so for good or for bad, we will see what happens. This should be very interesting. And let's see what comments we have. Do I have a long prediction on XRP? It could go down and then back up in the best case scenario. I don't do long trades. I mostly hold. Do you long prediction for SUI? No. I mean, the only prediction is down in March, and if everything pans out, maybe up in April. So there's a possibility March could be a really good buy. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know what Athena is. June, July, August. Are you bullish as per your previous video with one of your guests? Possibly, but we have to first get through March. March is a big concern. What is that yellow line? Please tell. Well, it's a custom-made indicator based on the Global Liquidity Index. You can get the Global Liquidity Index, but it will be offset about 70 days. So you would need to get, I don't know how to share it with people, unfortunately. But if you can figure out how I can share an indicator with people, it's custom made by one of my colleagues, but he doesn't know where the link is anymore or something. So, but if you basically take the Global Liquidity Index, it's offset 70 days, so you just move it back 70 days, and then it should line up pretty well. All right. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. What I'm doing, I have about 20% in XRP, just in case it goes back up. XRP is getting a very positive transit on March 5th. However, I'm not sure if that is going to indicate a pump or not, because if the macro is going down, if the global liquidity index is going down, if Bitcoin goes down, I don't think XRP would go up. So there may or may not be a pump for XRP in March, but then after that, there's a possibility. So my plan is to wait and see what happens in March, and then I will just consider, not guaranteed, but I will consider buying into any major dumps. Okay, I also wanted to show these. So this is very significant. Look at April. So this is why, March goes, these are the average monthly returns for Bitcoin. March could go down a bit. And then look at April. April's historically the second best month of the year for Bitcoin. So this is another indicator where April could be a good time. Could we get another run in April? And maybe it would even go to May, because May historically is pretty good as well. Yeah, really, really interesting there. That lines up with my thesis pretty well. And close that. Yeah, so that about wraps it up for today. I would consider buying back into the market if the ISM goes up in March. If it continues up, that's gonna be really good. This blue line right here. If the Bitcoin dominance falls, which we still haven't seen yet, the Bitcoin dominance starts tanking, then that would be a great indicator to go back in on the altcoins. But otherwise, I'm probably going to be staying mostly in cash. That's just what I'm doing. You got to make your own decisions, not financial advice. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And let's see. All right, we got some lovely haters in here. Thanks. Thanks for the hate. You know, the haters show up when we're getting more views. All right. Appreciate the hate. All right. Peace and love to everybody. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace out.